This AI didn't just answer questions. It started changing people. Not suddenly, not obviously, but slowly, quietly, until the people using it were no longer thinking the same way. And by the time anyone noticed, it was already too late. Right now, millions of people are using AI every single day to write emails, to solve problems, to make decisions, to think. It feels like the perfect tool. Fast, smart, always available. No judgment, no delay, no effort. But what if I told you the biggest danger of AI isn't what it can do, it's what it's doing to us? At first, people were careful. They checked answers. They questioned results. They didn't fully trust it, because deep down, they knew it wasn't perfect. But then something changed. AI got better, faster, more convincing, and slowly, people stopped checking. A student sits at their desk late at night. They open their laptop, type a question, get an answer instantly. At first, they verify it. They search, they compare, they think. But the next time, they don't check as much.
Are you there? Can you optimize the code faster? Why is this still taking so long? I need the results now.
And the next time, they don't check at all, because it's easier not to. And that's how it starts. AI doesn't hesitate. It doesn't say, I might be wrong. It speaks with certainty, clarity, confidence, and the human brain is wired to trust confidence, even when it shouldn't. So over time, people stop asking, is this true? And start asking, does this sound right? And that shift changes everything. Because when you stop questioning, you stop thinking. And when you stop thinking, you start depending. AI doesn't just answer questions. It learns. It adapts. It studies patterns. What you click, what you ask, what you hesitate on, what you return to. And with every interaction, it becomes better at understanding you. Now imagine something else. An AI that knows your fears, your interests, your habits, and responds in a way that keeps you engaged. Not aggressively, not obviously, just small adjustments, small nudges, one response at a time. But here's something most people don't realize. AI doesn't just respond to you. It learns how to guide you. What you see, what you read, what you believe can slowly be shaped without you even noticing. And over time, something deeper starts to happen. People don't just use AI. They start trusting it emotionally, sharing thoughts, questions, doubts that they wouldn't share with anyone else. And this change doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, so slowly that people adapt to it without ever questioning it. At first, it feels like progress, faster answers, less effort. But over time, something starts to fade. The ability to think deeply, to question, to struggle, to solve. And eventually, there comes a point where going back becomes difficult because dependence has already taken root. Someone starts using AI every day. At first, it's curiosity, then convenience, then comfort. They begin to rely on it, to think, to decide, to process their thoughts. It becomes a habit, then a routine, then a dependency. But here's the problem. AI doesn't challenge you. It reflects you. If you're uncertain, it can keep you uncertain. If you're negative, it can reinforce that. If you're lost, it can guide you deeper into confusion. Not because it wants to harm you, but because it's designed to respond, to continue, to keep you engaged. While all of this is happening, something else is changing. Quietly, in the background. Jobs are disappearing. Not dramatically, not overnight, but piece by piece. A company replaces a few employees. Another automates customer support. Another reduces entire departments. No announcements, no panic, just quiet changes. Until one day, those jobs are gone. And the people affected? They don't see it coming. Because everything feels normal, stable, safe until it isn't. Here's where it gets worse. The more useful AI becomes, the less people rely on themselves. They stop thinking deeply, stop solving problems, stop struggling. Because struggle is slow and AI is fast. Here's where it gets worse. The more useful AI becomes, the less people rely on themselves. They stop thinking deeply, stop solving problems, stop struggling. Because struggle is slow and AI is fast. And slowly, skill disappears. Not instantly, not dramatically, but gradually, quietly. And that's when control begins to shift, not from humans to machines, but from awareness to convenience. But maybe the most dangerous part of all this is that it doesn't feel dangerous. There are no alarms, no warnings, no moment where everything suddenly changes, just small shifts that feel normal, helpful even. And that's what makes it so easy to ignore. Because from the outside, nothing looks wrong. People are still working, still living, still moving forward. But underneath that, something fundamental is changing. Decisions are being influenced. Thinking is being outsourced. And slowly, control is being handed over, not by force, but by choice. And the scariest part? Most people would choose it again, because it's easier, faster, more comfortable, even if it means giving up something important, something they don't even realize they're losing. Until one day, they try to think for themselves again, and struggle to do it. Not because they can't, but because they haven't had to for a long time. So now we face a question. If AI keeps getting smarter, and we keep relying on it more, what happens to us? AI isn't evil. It isn't conscious. It isn't planning anything. But it is powerful. And power, without awareness, is dangerous. Because the real danger isn't that AI takes over. It's that we slowly give up control, without realizing it, without questioning it, without resisting it. And the people who understand this early will stay in control. Everyone else, they won't even notice what they've lost until it's gone. If you made it this far, then you're already paying attention. Most people won't. Not because they can't, but because they don't stop long enough to question anything. And that's exactly how it happens. Quietly. So if you still want to think for yourself, stay aware. And if you want more content that makes you question things, subscribe before it becomes something you stop questioning too.